Praise the Most High today. Hallelujah, family. Praise the highest. We do love and adore the Most High today, thanking Him for another day that He has made in order for us to rejoice in and be glad. Hallelujah. I'm so excited about today, family. Not the reason why other folks are excited on this holiday. I'm excited that I'm free from it. Hallelujah. Praise the Most High. And I was introduced to a recording by my aunt, Hamia, from over there at Wisdom of Praise of Yahweh. And it's a recording. We'll put all the information right here, right now, about Christmas and the origins thereof. And it was well put together by this doctor, this professor, Hebrew for sure, very articulate, and like I said, very well put together. So I would highly recommend we check it out and share it to our loved ones and family, because he gives us an ultimatum. He said the burden of proof is on him to get over his case. He broke it down like a lawyer would. And he's a theology teacher. He said he was a theology teacher at a seminary and was teaching kids how to become pastors. Till he noticed something wrong with his theology. Oh boy. Which we all did. We all came to that fact and opinion. And he really broke it down. I had to share that because I spent all yesterday watching it. It was like 4 hours long. 4 hours and a half, I believe. I think I watched it right up till 4 hours. But it was well worth the investment. Because it taught me a lot of what had been shown in the Ruach. If that's the way to put it. It taught me a lot of what I knew but didn't know. A lot of what I've heard but didn't know from what foundation or from what source. And a heap of information I didn't know. But I love the fact that he broke it down from the bit to giddy up, saying it's up to me to make my case. And he said, let me pre-warn you now, you're going to be responsible for this information I give you after I give it to you. Now you can cut your recording off right now, cut this stream off right now and don't watch it if you don't want to be responsible for this truth. Family, I love it when a teacher or a preacher preach like that. God, they put the responsibility back on you just as we do. You don't have to watch what I say and do. It's not up to me to convince you. The holy text convinces itself. That's why we always read some holy word when we give an idea. Most of the time, unless the Most High just give me an idea without a word from my own personal opinion. But he gave me a strong idea this morning. That's why I had to get up here now. But I just thought about that. But he said change only comes when it's wanted and needed. First, it comes only when it's needed. But it still has to be wanted. If not, change is not going to come. And then speaking about this, celebrating these holidays, which they call holidays. The Most High call his holy days. They call theirs holidays. Which really, he don't call his holy days at all either. He called his the set apart days, the Kadash days. But this, family, is in any area in our lives. That change don't come unless we want it. Well, first it has to be a need. First it has to be whipping our tails. I mean, whipping us down. before we see that we need it. And it could be quite evident that we need it. But then when it starts really beating us down, that's when we start wanting it. And that's when we start seeking for that help. But the whole point is, don't wait till it's too late. Oh boy. Oh boy, and that's sad because thousands of people wait until it's too late daily. And they have to meet their maker with their pants down, as to say. Or unprepared to meet him. With a whole lot of junk and mess in their lives. That they could have easily cleared up with just a little cry for help. But I think the main reason, family, we don't ask for help, nor we see that we want the help, is because of where the help is coming from. It's because of our pride. And we want to say, well, I won't talk that way. I learned this my whole life. My mama learned it this way. It was good enough for her, but it won't. It won't good enough for your daddy and your mama, nor your grandma and your granddaddy. They were still broken, still emotionally destroyed, which we all are. After we come out of 400 years of slavery and oppression, we all are emotionally destroyed and need help. We all need the Most High to come and see about us. But we have to submit to that help and say, yes, sir, I'll do whatever you tell me to do. I want your help. So it's more than just saying, I want your help. We're saying, I'll do what you tell me to do. Oh, boy. See, that's an important key right there. Whatever you say, do, I'll do. I like this song I've heard. One of the assemblies I've heard online used to sing it. I'll do. Yes, I'll do. Speaking about the 10 Commandments, when Moses gave them to our forefathers, when they were saying, we'll do whatever you tell us to do. But they turned around, family, and didn't do. And that's how we are. And he was speaking to me day before yesterday about how we the script that says don't forget about the Most High after you get what you want from him. After you get your house, your car, and your things going well for you, you got a piece of money set back for yourself, and you forget about the Most High. And he was warning, don't do it. But the text is warning, don't do it. Hey, how you doing, man? All right. Praise the Most High. Yeah, like he didn't want to speak today. So I said, how you doing? All right. Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on, so I can't speak on that. So we say, praise the Most High. But yeah, and that's important, family. We can't get in the attitude. And it happens every time if we look back over our lives and the lives of our forefathers. As soon as we start getting blessed, we have a tendency to forget the Most High until we get it. See, that's where he'll allow a little more heat to come up on you. And that's why he waits so long before he gives you what you need. Because the text says, don't think that he's long in giving you what you need, and this is in my own words. But he's patient so that none will be lost. But he takes his time because he knows we're not going to act right in most cases. I had to share that. That was strong in my heart this morning. And it goes back to pride. We only ask for help when we need and want it. And how sad is that? when it's evident that we need it. It's clear that we need it, but our pride won't let us bow down and ask for it like we should. Hallelujah. Praise the Most High. But I had to share that and share the information about that movie or that teaching. That was so powerful. But I hope everyone is well today, family. You're able to get out and enjoy this day like I am. Getting in some fresh air, some sunshine, and the Most High will, and some good exercise. And we do have a grand idea we want to share today. And it is, Joshua and Timothy were both told to study. But what? Joshua and Timothy were both told to study. But what? And our first script we're going to look at is Psalm 16 and 11. You will show me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand there are pleasures forevermore. Oh boy. That said, at your hand are pleasures forevermore. At the Most High's hand, our teacher, who gives us these great lessons, just like the one I learned today, and just like the one the minister taught on Christmas that we just shared. Praise the highest, family. He's the teacher, the Ruach HaKodesh. And family, just like when he gave me that idea just now about not accepting the help until we want and need and want it. But he was speaking to me about that's how the Ruach HaKodesh is. He won't come on the scene, that's why we have to ask. He won't just automatically come on the scene simply because he's a teacher. And when he comes on the scene, he comes teaching. He comes to lead us into all truth. But if we're not, we haven't asked for it, he's not gonna start teaching. And see, that's how the Most High is. We come to him, we give our lives to him, and then we're expected to ask for the gift of the Ruach HaKodesh. The gift of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that he said he gives liberally to whoever asks for it. But you have to ask for him as you know that he is the Most High, that he is real, that he is the living Elohim. And you have to seek him diligently. Praise the highest, family. But Joshua and Timothy were both told to study. But what? Now we know Joshua, we want to approach this differently. We should have said we know that Timothy and Joshua were both told to study, but what? Well, we're going to leave it like it is because Joshua was the first one mentioned in the Holy Text. And then Timothy, but we're going to start off with Timothy. And the text says in 2 Timothy 2 and 15, study to show yourself approved unto the Most High, a workman that need not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. What was Saul directing Timothy to study? The same text that Joshua was directed to study. They had no New Testament back then. Joshua didn't have no Timothy didn't have no New Testament to study. Nor Joshua. We know Joshua didn't, but I think we sometimes think that those disciples, even Timothy and them boys, had the whole New Testament to study. They may have had some of the letters and some of the writings, but they were still told to study the book of the laws, which we see here that Joshua was told to study. This book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth, but you shall meditate therein day and night, that you may observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then you shall make your way prosperous, and then you shall have good success. Just like we just started off with the script, Psalm 16 and 11. You will show me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand there is pleasures forevermore. So family, in reading that and looking over these first two scripts, we know that Joshua was being taught and was putting his head in the book of the law. And he was told by Yahushua, do not depart. Don't let the law depart from out of your mouth. You shall meditate on it day and night, that you may observe to do according to all that is written therein. To all that is written therein. For then you shall make your way prosperous, and you shall have good success. So basically, family, what we're seeing is that he was taught by Yahushua himself. The Ruach HaKodesh is who taught him. And he's the same one that teaches us. What was Saul directing Timothy to study, as we said before? The same text that Joshua was directed to study. The law, Torah, and the prophets. Now, I don't know for sure, family. They may have had a few of the writings that the apostles wrote at that time, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not going to lie and say they didn't. But they didn't have what Paul, who wrote most of the New Testament, or should we say Saul, had. He might have had a few letters from, and this was a letter to him. But this is not what he was talking about. He was talking about what Saul studied, what Yahushua studied. These guys studied the law and the prophets, the Torah and the prophets. So that's what we're to concentrate on. Yeah, we concentrate on the newest testament, but we also must study the oldest testament. Notice I didn't say the old and the new, because they're one and the same. It's just one's newer than the older, because they was given at different times. But this is what we're to study, family. And the text says it for a reason. For then you shall make your way prosperous, and then you shall have good success. Oh boy. Now why would Yahushua tell Solomon that? Because he knew what he was giving him. He knew what that his word was his bond. He knew that truth would lead when you what's the text? And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. That's not the one. But well, we'll go with that one. You know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Free from what, Robert? Ignorance. The text says, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. But what's the big lack of knowledge? The truth, the Most High's word of truth, not our own. Hi, y'all. I'm good. Your singing sound good over there. What were y'all singing? You praising the Most High? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Thank y'all. Stay up, bro. Thank you. Like I say, family, I try not to judge folks too fast, because I never know where they at or what they're going through. They was holding their service, so he ain't gonna say. Guess he want me to stop his service and just speak and whatnot, but let it be what it is. But the final script he gave me, family, was Hebrews 10 and 23. He gave me this first thing this morning. This was what got me up. Let us hold fast the confession or profession of our belief or faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promise. What is our confession, family? Good question, huh? What is our confession, or what is our profession? Well, we're studying. See, this is why it says study to show yourself approved. See, you're gonna need to hold on to what you're studying to show yourself approved. It says unto the Most High, a workman that need not to be ashamed. And I see that part. We have to study to show ourselves approved unto Him, because He's the one that's not going to allow more on us than we can bear. But He needs to get the lesson taught through the Ruach HaKodesh that He's given us to lead us into all truth. We want this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, but it's going to cost. It comes in levels. And he has to know that you're ready for the next level before He can apply the pressure to get you there. Praise the Most High. This is such a great idea today. What were they studying? Torah and the prophets. And we're to do the same. Of course, we study the newest testament. But we have such more benefit that we have more to study. But as we said in the prior recording, we can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Some of these teachers and preachers would only have you to study the New Testament. And to be quite honest, it's nothing. They don't want you to study. They want you to come to them and let them apply what they learned in the cemetery schools. As I heard a teacher say a while back, supposed to be seminary school. They want you to just listen to what they was taught. And they keep passing on that blind lesson. That the laws and statutes are done away with. But the text just said it's going to lead you into good success. And as we mentioned in the prior recording, the script that said, it is good that I follow your laws because they lead me, there's life in them. We'll put that in the recording. Praise the Most High, family. We can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. We must study to show ourselves approved by keeping that law in front of our eyes, in our mouths, and hold on to it like it's life, because that's what it is. I'm like, hey, I'm glad that the park was open today. I love getting out and getting some fresh air to do these recordings. But family, do stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Keep the Most High first. And keep leaning in and depending on Him, turning to Him who is the author and finisher of our belief. Shalom.